be a whole life. To be a whole life is to be everything and still be nothing at the same time. Where to be everything means both the good and the bad is part of life. And to be nothing means at the end of the day it's neither good nor bad. But because we have this analytical mind that always at the end of the day we use it to break things into pieces. But in the first place, our analytical mind, yes, we can break things into stages and steps. But it doesn't mean we should edit it. We are not given the chance to edit a whole life. No matter how much we have the ability to break it into either good according to the emotions we feel. Good and bad, he made them all. They are part of a whole life. And the moment life is not whole, the moment life is not one, the moment life is breaking into fractions, it can no longer be called life, but rather call it survivor. Where after using our analytical mind to break it into pieces, we start to chase after the one that gives us this type of emotion we want. And at the end of the day, the emotion you want and like to keep to yourself is the one that will bring the opposite of itself to you. That is how things is made. That is how the wholeness is made. Where we start to chase joy, avoiding suffering. At the end of the day, you will get the joy you are chasing as pleasure because you are trying to avoid suffering. But joy, the best way to have joy is to, at first, sit with suffering. Sit with the suffering. I'm not saying enjoy it, but just sit with it with a plain mind. You discover that at the end of the day, it is the suffering that will invite the joy by itself, and that's how things works. That's how things works. In order to be a whole life. But in Survivor, you are chasing one and running from the other. And there can never be one without the other. Joy can never exist without suffering. Joy can never exist without suffering. Black can never exist without white. Good can never exist without bad. Cold can never exist without hurt. And now your job is just to balance, to stay in the middle. You are that space in their middle. When you know how we used to tabulate word and opposite, you see that line in between the both is what we need to be. If truly we are after being a whole life, you need to be the line. You don't need taking a side will never make you a whole life. Where when you are the line, using dividing both word and opposite, you are still bringing balance between the word and the opposite, because the word cannot exist without the opposite. And the thing is, joy and suffering, they are friends. They are friends that they always know how to work hand in hand. They know how to just give their self, their fair share of time, their fair share of moment, their fair share of you as a life. So, do you want joy? Sit with suffering. And while you are just there with the suffering, with your plain mind, just you are not thinking about joy. Suffering itself is a magnet of joy. Suffering itself has its way of bringing joy to your life. But now we break it into pieces, we look for which one we want to stay with, and by so we become survivor, and our life becomes survival of the fittest. And if we have this kind of mindset, at the end of the day, you discover that no matter how much you achieve, you will never be fulfilled.